Early in the morning of March 2nd, I rode my bike across Quetzaltenango to the Chicken Bus Central and found the bus to Quetzaltenango, also known as Xela. On the way to Quetzaltenango, if we can ever get out of this marketplace. I just switched places so I got a little bit more for my legs. I get squeezed back there. My legs are too long. Mis amigas. False directions and one correct one, I was able to find Villa Alicia. So here I am for the next, I think 4 nights. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 nights. Great. Quetzaltenango, let's get to know you. Quetzaltenango, or Xela, more commonly known, is Guatemala's second city. It's not too big, not too small. It's got some very nice cultural activities, including the Parque Centro America, which I visited on my first day. Elevation of 2,300 meters. It's always cold in the morning. Next morning, I got up early to run to the summit of Cerro El Baúl. In our wanderings that day, I found the Museo Ixtic, set in a former train station. It's a Mayan museum, and the guide was a wonderful indigenous woman who gave me a great tour. Unfortunately, I had been recording a lot of what she said with the history and so on, but my camera wasn't recording. So later, I came back and I recorded some of what she had to say. I missed a lot, though.
La técnica es maya, porque españoles obligan a hombres mayas a trabajar en estas máquinas. Sí. Los obligan por mano de obra gratis o barata. El hombre maya aprende con la diferencia que traslada técnica maya. Instrumento europeo, técnica maya. ¿Verdad? Que eso es lo que viene a hacer hoy en muchos pueblos. Encontramos esta máquina que es de origen europeo, pero su técnica maya. Bueno. Later, I found the Templo Minerva, also built like the one that had been built in Quetzaltenango in the early 1900s. And then I got lost in a marketplace trying to find my way out. The next day started with an outstanding breakfast near the Parque Centro America, after which I found the Teatro Municipal, which was outstanding architecture. Outside the teatro, there's a monument to Osmundo Arriola, the first poet laureate of Guatemala, with the inscription, Eres Quetzaltenango como una cumbre, y estás más cerca de las jardines donde florecen los nardos de oro de las estrellas de querida rincón. English translation, You are Quetzaltenango, so like a hilltop, you are closer to the flowering gardens of the golden tuberosos of the stars, from the beloved corner.
The next day I went on a bike ride. I'd intended to go to the Fuentes Georginas, but it was too windy and the wind was kicking up dust, so I made a short trip to the town of Almolonga, where I found a nice rural road to take me back to Quetzaltenango. This morning, I was on my way to San Juan la Laguna. Well, I hope I'm on my way to San Juan la Laguna. My bike's on the roof. I hope they're secure in it. It wasn't secure last time I looked. Good, I'm glad we're getting more customers. We need more so we can get this bus on the road. Hang on to your life. Well, the bus dropped me off. I still have 33 miles to go to San Juan la Laguna. That's okay. At least I'm not on that crazy Pan-American highway that is completely local. Impossible to ride on a bicycle. No shoulder. Trucks. Chicken buses driving as fast as they can. No, thank you. I'll take a road like this any days. Speed bump. Whoa! First view of Lago Atitlan. On my way to San Juan la Laguna. Okay, so here's the Mirador with San Juan la Laguna. It's a freaking steep road. Good thing I got my brakes replaced. I saw my first 2 bikepackers the entire trip about an hour ago, struggling to make it up the hill. Actually, I dropped 4,000 feet coming down to the lake here. Good morning from my balcony in San Juan la Laguna in Casa Lolitas. Beautiful view. I think I'm going to try to find breakfast. And I have a Spanish lesson at 11 o'clock. Pick up my laundry at 3. So that's pretty much the outline of my day. So that's one possible destination, is up to the top of that, very tip top. And then a sub destination along the way is that cross. It's a hike. Looks like it's about 4 or 5 miles. And the other possibility would be to climb Volcan San Pedro, but I think that'd be a trek. That morning I hiked up to the ecological restaurant and hotel Maya Chic for an excellent breakfast. Really nice views high above the town of San Juan. San Juan la Laguna is a beautiful city with streets with umbrellas hanging over the street. Another street has hats hanging over the street. And I made it to San Pedro la Laguna. And they have the church and the patron saint up there. That evening I went for a walk along the lake shore, watching the dogs, looking at the boats. And I met this man who named Rogelio, and he was gathering grass for his horses. Well, I'm hiking up to La Nariz Indio, Indian nose, and the trail is now leveled off. It was a pretty steep climb. I gained 1,600 feet in about 1.75 miles. I've only seen 2 women hiking back down the trail, so they probably were up there at the top for sunrise. Looking down on San Juan la Laguna. And that's Santa Clara, which I rode my bike through a couple days ago. This gentleman charged me an extra 40 quetzales. I already paid 30 down at the bottom. He told me that it's because we're in the Santa Clara vicinity. And it's a different reach it. So I had to pay again. Over there is San Marcos, beyond the flag. San Marcos, San Juan. And that's the Volcan San Pedro, which is the alternative that I was going to do for a hike. I think I prefer this one because the volcano would have been a trudge. Okay, I'm going to Pico del Loro. This trail is not on the All Trails map, but the young man up there told me that this is the way, so I'm just gonna, I asked him if it was dangerous, and he said, well, it's a little bit steep. So, anyways, I think I'll be able to connect up to the other trails that are down there that are actually on the map. At almost 70 years old, I'm a little bit more cautious. The Pico del Loro, the parrot's nose, and I'm going to call it good. I don't really feel like going down this super steep trail, precipitous, just to get down there to the actual nose. Afternoon, I took the boat over to San Marcos, a town I visited in 2023. On the boat, ready to go to San Marcos. San Marcos.
So accustomed to eating it like a taco.
Now we gotta find a restaurant.
Donde que ibas a ir a Chuchpa, entonces ahí es donde vos me encontrás. Pero a las 6:30 de la mañana no te encontré.
So I'm buzzing, and it was like.
Gracias. So this is a longer walk than I thought it was. I didn't really need that guy to show me the way, but I gave him 5. Well, I found the Eagle's Nest again after 2 years, the last time I was here. It's got beautiful views. It's kind of a hippie joint.
¡Viva el Papu y viva Perón, carajo!
Electrónico.
¿Cómo están?
Aquí saliendo.
That's where I had lunch today. The Giardino. Well, I'm off to see if I can catch a boat to Xela. I might be a little bit early, in which case I'll just try and find some breakfast down close to the pier.